Hello everyone, Digi here with part 3 of Let's Play Sword of the Stars. Not much has changed from the opening screen, except that it seems like the Tarka are in last place, and the Lear and Hivers are tied for third. Not too bad. Let's get into the game.
System update.
Alright. Still primarily waiting on point defense to finish up. Let's end the turn.
System update. It was much easier than it appeared, Murukan.
And we have our first colony of Left Condi. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do some terraforming on this planet since its climate hazard's 227.57. Not all that good. However, more good news. We made an early breakthrough with point defense tracking. That's right, we went under budget with a tech long before we went over budget with a tech. That's really good news. So, that gives us access to an entirely new ship design. Let's build it. The point defense vessel. Kind of self-explanatory, all things considering. Let's see what to name this one. How about the lightning? Kind of makes sense. Something striking everything within a vicinity. Bane of flying things. Yeah, that'll work.
It is a most cunning design, Murukan.
Oh. I just realized I completely screwed up the design. It's got all lasers. It shouldn't have all lasers. I need to change some of these to laser point defense. So already, just a couple minutes in, and I made a mistake. This is going to be a fun one, isn't it? Let's save the design. And as you can see, a different feature in the game. When you save a ship type with the same name as another one, the game automatically adds a Mark II or Mark III or whatever to that name of the ship. So you can have multiple marks of the same name of ship. And the game does this automatically for you. Quite handy, actually. And now that we have point defense on, we can start plugging these in on all of our other designs, making them a little bit better against missiles. Always handy.
It is a most cunning design, Murukan. We will remember the plan of this ship, my Khan. It is a most cunning design, Murukan. We will remember the plan of this ship, my Khan.
Yeah, I know this isn't very exciting, but it needs to be done.
It is a most cunning design, Murukan. We will remember the plan of this ship, my Khan. It is a most cunning design, Murukan.
Alright, now there's one thing I didn't show you last time I had the drone ships. We can actually customize the drones. So let's remove that design name. Add on some point defense on the thing. And let's name it a flit.
We will remember the plan of this ship, my Khan.
I don't know why. I just thought it would be an interesting name to have. So, let's build some of these point defense ships. Let's see, what were they? It's not good when you can't even remember what your own ships are. Here it is. Let's build 6 of them. Once we have those 6,
will build fine ships, Moro Khan.
6, we can add them to this attack fleet and go clear out the swarm at Adina. Now, another thing that we have done is we have arrived at Pyrus, the first of the stars in one of the other mini clusters. So from here, let's go to Xanthu. It's pretty close.
We set wing, Moro Khan.
If we can find some good colonizable worlds here next, that will be quite handy. Let's see what else happened. 6 ships built. Nothing interesting. So, to research. So we can get the next research done. Now let's see. The next thing we really need to get... Is there a couple actually? One, we could do atmospheric adaptation, which increases population growth rate and terraforming efficiency. Very good for colonizing some of the not so good worlds. Or we could go to orbital foundries, meaning we can have more ships and still make money. However, I think the next best option is to go with ultraviolet lasers, the next step up in laser technology. Since most of our ships come with lasers anyway, it'd be a pretty good thing to get next. Let's go for it. Now, we would consider getting beamers, but they've got a lower rate of fire and do less damage, so to me, they're not quite worth getting.
The knowledge will not remain hidden for long.
Fortunately, it will take about 10 turns to complete. But anyway, let's end the turn.
System update.
And the next world has been explored. Milos. Worse than Lerna. Boy, we just are not having any luck at finding good planets to colonize. So, our next step, send this fleet to Anaktia. At least I think that's how you pronounce it.
We rise as one, Moro Khan.
And our fleet is done. Let's send out this attack force and get rid of that swarm before it decides to head elsewhere. It'll only take us 4 turns to get there.
The darkness, Khan.
Now before we get there, we might as well go ahead and organize it based on what kind of forces we want to come out in this attack. How to do that? You go to Special, and that ain't it. I'm just going in the wrong places, aren't I? You go to Manage Fleets, And this is the Manage Fleet screen. See, you've got Nevermore here, the command ship. You need to have one command ship in order to be able to do anything on this screen. So, we definitely want our lightning ships front and center for this fight. Most definitely. We also are going to have to move the Pelican ships to the back of the reinforcement queue because they're not going to be able to help us much. From there, let's slap on some of the drone ships and at least 2 crows for good measure. And then 2 more lightnings at the back of the fleet to round everything out. And there we go. Hopefully, this fleet makeup will be more than sufficient to take out the swarm. In 4 turns, we will find out. Alright, we've got our research set up. We've got our exploration fleets setting out. I think we're good for now. Let's end the turn.
System update.
And the next world has been explored, Majipur, and it is actually good. Well, not great, of course. It's still a cost of 10,480, but it's a heck of a lot better than any of the other worlds we've come across. So let's send this exploratory fleet to Ilmatar. It'll only take them 2 turns to get there. And let's see if we can get the colonization fleet. Nope, they'll run out of fuel before they can get there. So, we need to build tankers. At least 1 and a thermal, just to make sure it'll go fast.
Our sisters will build fine ships, Murukan.
Still losing income at Left Kandi, and it will be for several turns. And nothing else interesting happened this turn. Next. And we found another unknown menace. That ain't good. Let's see what we've got. Oh. This is an asteroid monitor. Asteroid monitors are not good. They are not good at all. Yeah, they're Dreadnought class vessels with a heck of a lot of health and a heck of a lot of weaponry. These things have full-on planetary missiles with them. Not good. I'll be back once this thing finishes loading. And we are back. Our only recourse? Run. We seriously cannot fight this thing. You can see it sitting happily over there. Yeah, these things will mess you up. Hopefully this asteroid monitor decides to sail this peacefully and not decide to attack us. That would be nice. And so it has. This exploratory fleet is going to escape.
System update.
It's good news for us. For several reasons. One, not only does this scout fleet get away to explore another world, but
The darkness, Khan.
we get to do new research stuff. What might that be? We can take control of the asteroid monitor. You heard that right. We can start special project to get control of this thing, which is kind of good because any race that wants to explore that star and or take the planet that it's hovering around has to kill it first. And it will give us a kind of good idea of who's getting close to some of our colonies. Where are you getting this? So, let's do a double nest again. Send it to this colonization fleet. And then send them down to Magipur.
Our tribe will lead the way, my Khan.
One of the best worlds we've found so far. Not great, of course, but pretty darn good, all things considering. And we can get our first look at battle report screens. We can tell what weapon did the most damage in a fight. You can tell how many ships we lost, how much damage our ships inflicted, and how much they take. Since we managed to successfully escape from that, we didn't get any. Let's keep going, shall we?
System update.
And we've got a new world explored. And it sucks. Isn't that wonderful? So, Ixion will be their next stop.
As you say, Moru Khan.
And next turn, our attack fleet will be arriving at Adena. Here's hoping we do well, guys. Now I could just sim this and let my ships duke it out, AI versus AI, but I kind of want to do this myself. So let's get in there. And I'll cut the video here and we'll be back once it finishes loading. And we're back. Attack! Look at our ships go! Plenty of drone ships, some crow ships, and we are owning them. Absolutely shredding through them. And for some reason I'm getting terrible frame rates. Be right back. Haven't missed much, just trying to get the frame rates back up. And we are owning them quite a bit. And now it's safe for my command ship to actually get closer to help in the attack. Come on, bring that nest down. And only 2 of our ships are actually damaged. We are doing great in this fight, like seriously. And here we have the final thing that we need to kill. This little bugger has got like emitters, that stuff. It shoots lightning that hits all the ships in the nearby vicinity. But it's trying to escape, but I really don't think it's going to make it. Yeah, they're pretty much screwed. Unfortunately, this thing does have a lot of health, so that's kind of annoying. But it's heavily outnumbered, heavily outgunned, and yeah, it's gonna die really soon. There's no way this thing's gonna be able to escape from us. Even with its emitters, it's not gonna be able to do nearly enough damage to us to get away. Unfortunately, since we only do have lasers, especially green lasers, we're not doing as much damage as I would have liked to be able to do. But we're heavily outnumbering this thing, and it's getting absolutely hammered. Destroyed 1 ship, and 2 new ones joined it. And there it goes. We have killed it. For the glory of the Morgi Empire. Unfortunately, we've got some pretty banged up ships, all things considering. Let's check that battle report. Lost 1, took 9,597 damage. Let's see the winning armament in that fight. Green lasers doing 16,603 points of damage. Pretty good. The enemy's emitters did about 5,880. We only managed to lose 2 ships. All things for our first encounter with an enemy force, that's actually pretty darn good. So, with our victory assured, our initial starting location completely secure, let's send this fleet back home.
As you say, Morukan.
To refuel and repair. And we've found a new world. Zadoom. And it is awesome. Seriously, this planet rocks. It's only got a cost of 7,163. Yeah, it's kind of far away from our other worlds, but we're slowly but surely working our way in. So yeah, we're going to have to start colonizing these worlds every so often. Good thing we've still got 2 nests. So let's build a thermal and a pelican to escort
The time has come. Increase the flock.
these nests to their new home at Zadoom. Probably the best world we've found so far. And they are going to Durla next. 5.2 range, 2 turns.
Rise as one, Morukan.
Oh, they actually explored that world. I completely forgot about them. So from here, let's go to Talos.
We will cleave the darkness, Khan.
And just so you know, Xanth is not all that bad. 41,113 cost. could be better, but we've seen worse. But we've got a new trading route. Hooray, we can actually start building trade routes. Sort of. So, let's get them going. Start building some swift wings. Now for each trade route that you establish, you need at least 5 trade ships in order for it to be effective.
Yes, my god. More ships will be built.
And with the defeat of the swarm and the start of our new trade route, I think that will be it for today. Thanks again for watching. This is Digi, signing off.